Hey guys, alright, we are live. So I'm gonna start off with some fun stuff tonight. I have put all of the links that I'm talking about tonight, you're fine. That's why I'm using my headset. My family is hanging out in the living room tonight, so that's why I'm talking through my regular headset mic so we have the noise cancellation versus the snowball, so you guys can totally watch your movie. I don't know if you turned it down or not. Anyway, so yeah, this is my fun stuff tonight. All of the links that we're going over are in the Discord. Since I know you guys can't see my screen, but everything on YouTube, it's being shown on YouTube. But if you want to follow along, you can. But the first fun thing is my ape from Nifty Ape Nation. Guys, this is the one that I got to create. You guys have kind of been able to see some of the pictures from it. But she is alive and well, and we definitely need to figure out a name for her. I was just going to call her Kenna because, well, hi, it's my ape. But apparently that's not a thing. I still want to keep it there. Um, who knows? Whatever. But she's very cool. And I definitely appreciate Turbo and Mayhem and Create and everyone that kind of helped, get her going. And, actually, I do have this really cool announcement to make. Hey, Erox, what's going on? That I am part of the team now, unbeknownst to me. I am going to be a gamer, like testing out for the bugs and everything. So they have brought me on as part of the team. Um, just to kind of really, because I love gaming. Like gaming is definitely like one of my favorite hobbies. I just don't have a lot of time to do it, which is why we are incorporating it now into BullHouse, because you have to kind of do stuff that you absolutely love doing, and finances and everything, and then talking about the market and watching the market. That is great and all, but I also want to have some fun too. I need some brightness in my life. But anyway, so 8 Fight Club, we will be streaming that here very soon, probably this weekend for the holiday weekend, because this week we are having Thursday as a game night, Friday as a game night. Who knows? Maybe we'll just log on, say hi, and do everything on Saturday and Sunday. Who knows? But because we are we have Thanksgiving in the United States this weekend, um, we're going to take a little break from the finance world and just kind of enjoy time. And if people, people that don't have family that they are visiting with or anything, I'm inviting everybody just to kind of come, hang out, relax, and just enjoy your time. But yeah, so this is my ape, uh, my little bio. So they did ask whenever they were doing this for like a sentence or two or whatever to build off of. Um, and Create actually, I believe, was writing most of these, so I'm sure she probably wrote this one actually. Um, this says, I am an ape who seeks to find the truth and expose what's wrong in our markets. I question not to doubt, but to assess. So accurate. I share knowledge not for clout, but for the betterment of all apes. I am a legendary OG silverback, a wrinkled-brained benevolent ape leading the fight against the stock market manipulation. I run BullHouse, I offer counsel, I organize events, I fund and foster efforts to empower apes with the financial literacy. I also love gaming and look forward to kicking some butt on Ape Fight Club. Heck yes. So that is my ape. She is very cool, and thank you again, guys. It did take a second because it did get put into my husband's MetaMask account and stuff. So it's all linked to his wallet. So we gotta figure this one out. But she is here. She is safe, and I am so excited. So hey, Linsky, Kringle is in both Discord and YouTube. Hey, Kringle. So all right. So I told you I would do this yesterday. So here are some of we're gonna dive into the banking. Um, Different things, different offers that they have going on, and this is for like November timeframe, so we'll have to update this here in the next few days to see if they have anything special for December. But I mean, if you're feeling rich with Citi, if you have any kind of extra money laying around or whatever, but they have some minimum deposits, minimum balances, 15,000 to 50,000, you get a $300 bonus. Up to this whole 200,000 or more, you get $1,500 bonus. So there's that for Citi. I don't know if they have anything other than that right now. This is eligible until 1/4, so after the new year. I'm sure they have others, but this was kind of the one that kept popping up. This is what everyone's talking about. M1 Finance, this was actually kind of a fun one. Get up to 500 in your M1 Fine investment account, rolling out the green carpet just for you, sign up, blah, blah, blah. Um, so if you make these deposits, um, 1,000 to 5,000, you get $30 bonus. 5 to 10, you get 75. 10 to 30, you get 150. 30 to 50, you get 300. 50,000 or more, you get $500. So that's M1 Finance. This card, this institution, I was kind of reading about because it fascinated me. They have a $150 bonus going on right now, um, but they let me find it. Um, Up to 10% cash back on debit card purchases, unlimited free ATM withdrawals, up to 5% APY on savings. Your deposits are FDIC insured, no hidden fees. Pay us a monthly fee you think is fair, extra cash back for spending socially conscious business. So they have, this is interesting. I need to look more into it, but um, provide carbon offsets for your gas purchases with planet protection. Um, and so they have it's like a little structure thing. So this is something that I want to really look into. So yeah, this carbon offset for your gas purchases. So Planet Protection feature tallies up the carbon output of all your gas purchases and automatically buys offset to help counter the climate impact. Drive all you need to now with clear conscience. So it's pretty cool that they're giving back to, that kind of thing. Um, you love Mark. Okay. Um, so there's that. And so then, of course, Bankrate. They definitely came in and did my work for me. Best bank account bonuses for November 2021. They Once again, they found the city one. PNC Bank has a $300 bonus. TD 150 to 300. M&T Bank 250. Chase Bank 225 bonus. Hunter bonus for college students. Huntington. So I'll scroll down through these so that you guys can actually see. So here we already talked about Citi. Let's see. Customers who have closed a Citi checking account within the last 180 days are ineligible. These offers are not available in all areas. Applicants must enroll from Citibank's website that details the offer. A 15,000 minimum balance is required to be eligible. PNC Bank, as long as you don't have an existing PNC consumer checking account and have not closed one in the last 90 days, you qualify for 50, 200, or 300 bonus. To earn the $300 bonus, open a new PNC virtual wallet with Performance Select and make a 5,000 or more total qualifying direct deposit. 200, you need 2,000. The 50, you need 500. Let's see. This will be done until December 31st. So there's that. Guys, this is in our Discord for everyone that's in YouTube. Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat for you. Yeah, we're hanging out in the Discord tonight. I just didn't want to mess with Twitter tonight because it's just, I don't know. I don't have Twitter anymore. Was it progressive or positive? What? Happy Thanksgiving. Any thoughts on Mark? Oh, man. I'll get to that in a sec, guys. Let me get through this. All right, so we have TD Bank. A $300 bonus is available to TD customers. Open a Beyond Checking. Have at least $2,500 worth of deposits within 60 days. Also, $150 cash bonus if you prefer the convenience checking account. Requires 500. Offer expires November 30th. Available to residents of Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. So this is definitely only a few states or whatever. So then we have M&T Bank. $250 for opening a personal checking account by January 10th. Within 90 days, you have to have a qualifying deposit of at least 500. So that's actually pretty good. This is actually a pretty decent one. M&T Bank. Chase Bank, you have until January 19th. Earn 225, open a new total checking account and have a direct deposit totaling 500 or more in the 90 days. So that's also not a bad one. But you know, Chase Bank, they're just looking for clients. They're looking for people. That's all that is, right? We know what's going on with J.P. Morgan. Huntington National Bank up to 300. February 7th is when this is done. 150 for opening an asterisk free with deposits of at least 1,200 if Huntington 5 checking account, making a cumulative deposit of 1,000. 300 for opening a 25 checking account, making of at least 25,000 in 60 days. Bank of America has a $100 bonus. Best savings account TD 200, opening a TD, putting at least 20,000 into it. That ends November 30th. Consumer bank account referral bonuses. Access Bank $20. Be careful with that, please. Sorry, new open cups are a new thing in our house, so I'm just waiting for her to spill it everywhere. Sorry, guys. Access customers have the opportunity to earn $20 for referring a friend. Chase has a $50 referral up to 500. Must use your personal referral link. Open a Chase Total. Be a good standing point of payout. Chime has a $100 referral. TD TD Bank $50 referral. And then if you have a business, you have Huntington Bank. Earn up to $750 by opening the following business checking accounts. Blah 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 blah. So there's your homework. That is all of the banks offering money. I personally, I don't usually see this until usually the holidays, or maybe like during the summertime, or when, I mean, even back in '08, I can remember a lot of the banks doing these kinds of special bonus features or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I just haven't paid attention. I could be totally off on that, but I just remember it being a big thing back in '08 and '10. Doing these extra money type things. All right, let me catch up on chat. You think he will pull off this Stowe thing? I don't know. I really haven't been following along with it, guys. We're in the space call tonight. John, no, I missed it. Don't Twitter anymore. I don't think he has a choice with the Stowe thing, but he said that within the last 7 weeks something was going to come out. Yes, please, I want to hear thoughts. Sounds great. Put a little noose on the situation. Management making says all the haters are going to eat crow. So when it comes to, I mean, guys, you know how I am. I like hearing all sides. I've talked to Mark. My very own First Strike is wanting to get him on for another interview. We've talked with him with Boss. We like to hear all sides, but there's just, personally me, I am sketched out with a lot of it. I don't like the division that's causing. There's just when people, from what I read, I don't know firsthand. I'm not 100% on, I haven't had a firsthand experience because I'm not putting myself in that situation. I'm not going to put myself into drama and stuff because I have bigger things to deal with than that. But it doesn't sit well with me, the fact that, if people come up to question him or things like that, or, if someone says something different, then, they either get booted or belittled, or this whole threatening that he's just gonna walk. Like, these things don't do anything. I'm sorry. If you can't handle people questioning what you believe and what you're saying, and you just say, I'm gonna walk, if Tara's gone, I'm gone, or if you're not nice to me, blah blah blah, I goodbye. I don't have time for you. I'm sorry. That's just my own feeling. That is my own thoughts. That's not a reflection on BullHouse, because I'm sure my staff has their own thoughts on the situation. But if you're going to cry like that, in the sense that they're being mean to me, I'm going to leave and take my ball and go home. Well, then take your ball and go home because we're literally trying to figure this out. Who's sketchier, Mark cohorts or Adam? Man, I don't even know, guys. I I like data. That's all I'm going to go off of with any of this is just straight data. Humans are very imperfect beings. Period. That's something that I need everybody to realize is humans are the most imperfect beings in the world, and they screw up 100% of the time, and greed is always a factor. What is the kid? The Island Boys. Was it just one of them? One of the like okay, for instance, one of the Island Boys, one of the guys in the Island Boys group or whatever, literally came out on TikTok or Instagram, one of the story things, one of the social medias, and confessed that he sold his soul to be famous. This is this is a thing. This is what people do. People are inhuman are imperfect beings, and they do things that may or may not have consequences to other people. So we don't know. Mark is trying to help though, that's the thing. And so I mean, well that's Erox, that's where that's where you kind of get into this battle of which side. And that's why I do all sides. I hear every side. Um, I don't believe anything is perfect. There is no such thing. Exactly. I agree with you. Um, oh, are you going to bed, John? Good night. But no, people, that's where I always say you have to do your own DD. You have to search for, if you hear something that Mark or Boss or me or Matt or whoever says, fact check us. Because we may be wrong. And it happens. It happens more often than we care to admit. We can be wrong because we are imperfect. We can't always scrub the internet for all the data. We can't scrub, for everything and understand everything because there's a ton of knowledge. And I think the thing that is getting me so worked up with the whole Mark thing, why this is such a distraction from end goal here, right? Emotions are so freaking high and you have to take it out. We're trading against robots here, guys. We're trading against ones and zeros, programmed code. It doesn't give a damn if you like Mark or if you hate Mark, if you like Tara, if you don't like Tara, if you like Trey or whoever. It doesn't matter. It is you just have to keep doing your own research, your own DD and understanding what's going on and just take emotion out of it. That is the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter who likes you, who doesn't like you. Because guys, if I cared, I've lost probably 30 followers on Twitter just after last night's podcast. That I've told you from the get go. I'm never going to tell you the things that you want to hear. I'm going to tell you the things that you need to hear, and this is it. It doesn't matter if somebody likes you or if they don't like you, as long as you're doing what is right and what you think is correct. That's all that matters. That's why I posted that song today. You know, I'd rather be loved, hated for who I am than loved for someone I'm not going to be. I can't do it. I'm sorry. That's not who I am. I can't just fake it, I guess. I don't know. But no, Kringle's right. Homework's never done. It never stops. The market is ever evolving. And so that leads me to this thing that, um, where did it go? This whole thing with Lou or something. Um, Ape Vigoda. I don't know if I totally said your name wrong or not. But this thing with Lou, he made it pretty simple. So I'll
All
play
right,
it real
since
quick.
the two videos that I made were technically long and depth and everything, a lot of people can't deal with it. I'll just put it in a short way. As long as the family community, all the meme stop people continue buying in, that's what's going to enable the other side to do what they do, obviously creating the synthetics. If the community, the family, the everybody in the meme stop were to all of a sudden go, you know what, I'm done. I got my shares. That means that they have nothing to do but to start settlements on those synthetics, Guatemalans, credits, whatever. So it's very simple. I just needed to put it in a shorter way because
All right, so we'll stop it there. But yeah, basically saying, we're holding. As long as you hold, right? You don't sell it. Like, that is kind of the key, is just holding. Because right now we know we all have synthetics. We all know there's synthetic shares. There's, especially for GameStop, especially for GameStop. That has been 100% a thing since January. The fact that they've actually come out in legal documents and been like, yeah, there's 238% or something. Um, that's not it. That's ridiculous. Um, well, hey Pam, what's going on? And so that's where I even said, man. And so that's why I pulled this up. This was 5 months ago that I posted this. This was 5 months ago, guys. That just buying and holding two stocks, buying and holding two stocks is not enough, right? We need a domino effect. They're shorting half the market. And so the fact that we are so hyper focused on two stocks, and Kringle, if I'm so wrong on this, please, if this idea is so off, please come up here and just smack the shit out of me. But the idea behind this post, one by one, the domino effect, to trigger margin calls, to trigger, liquid, you know, their liquid assets and making them to where they have to start, covering and things happen. It's not a sense of holding only two stocks. I know there's other meme stocks, but AMC and GameStop are the only two that really got the big communities. They were the only two, and the hedge funds or whoever else, big institutions, they were utilizing Sundial and Ocugen and frick Nokia, all these other ones, and they were just pumping them up, and also other stocks and cryptos and other assets and everything throughout the different markets. They were using these to gain liquidity. What Lou is describing is the business model of market makers. They're shorting the retail. If the inner supply is dry, they hedge through derivative chains and make the fortune. Legal practice, although issue is overdoing it. Yeah, exactly. And so, um, there's just different things that happen. And, just buying and holding two stocks, that's not gonna, yeah, it hurts them, but it doesn't 100% affect their liquidity. If we, the whole domino effect that I have is, if you can get them from more than one angle, right? Like instead of coming from left and right, we come from left, right, up, down, catty corner, whatever. You dry up their liquidity, right? If you can just figure that equation out and um, kind of hammer it home in the sense that, okay, they have to cut. They already know they have to cover shorts in AMC and GME, right? But now they have to cover shorts in Sundial. They have to cover the shorts in BlackBerry. They have to cover the shorts in Tesla. They have to cover the shorts. Um, you know, essentially half the market. So um, that's why Mark is trying to step in. But that's where I don't know exactly. Again, I don't know exactly what Mark's trying to do. And we don't need Elon. Elon's doing other crazy shit. But this whole thing with NFT and AMC, I don't know if I can get behind that because of just how the business model of AMC is and how they're spending money and what they do. Um, there's just different things with AMC. GameStop and AMC, while similar situations, totally different business models, right? Because you figure, okay, you have okay, you have GameStop, right? GameStop is tech. It's gaming. It's the digital world. They were brick and mortar, and they took the opportunity with all of this hype, all of this interest in their company to revitalize it and make it uh, future proof, basically, by creating it more, diverse. They're using a different business model because they're starting to use, the e-commerce type thing. They um, they're getting into, they've actually posted stuff with NFTs, like they have an NFT game. They're hinting at it already, and the whole thing with Loop Ring, they're already hinting at it. AMC, they have a different aspect. They're broadcasting games, like sports games. They're doing things like that. But I can't see the NFT realm being a thing because, plus you have the debt aspect between AMC and GameStop. Like there's a whole big thing with that. Um, so there's just a lot of stuff to consider with all of it. Plus you have to, when it comes to an NFT dividend or anything like that, you have 500 million shares of AMC. You have, what is it, 78, 86 million for GameStop. I can't remember all the numbers at this point. My brain's scrambled. But either which way, you have literally a fifth. We'll say not even a fifth. Um, like a fifth of the amount of shares, right? Um, it is, it's just not plausible the amount of money that it would take to do all of this. You're talking, NFTs, they require gas fees, they require so much for a company to get into. So I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I cannot get behind an NFT dividend for AMC. It just doesn't work. Um, that's on my own personal belief, but uh, anyway. So the idea with this whole thing with Lou, you know, I don't believe he has some points. He does have some points. They're taking advantage, and I actually have another article on this too. Um, but we need to reconfigure how we're thinking about this because their algorithms now have learned us. AI is very fast. AI learns very quick, and they just have to. They now know we're here, right? They know what we're doing. They know our game plan because we post it all over social media. We talk about it on YouTube. It's all over Reddit. We buy, we hold, whatever. Screw the hedgies. Um, so now we just kind of have to reconfigure. We have to learn what they're doing, right? We have to really get into what's happening behind the scenes, how their AI is doing, what their game plan is, what are they investing in, and how are they staying liquid through all of this, right? So that's DD. That's more in-depth research that has to be done, and this is why back in May or June, when everyone was like, "Oh, the DD's done. There's no more DD." No, guys, we have to keep doing research. The market is ever changing, and it's never done. It's never done. Um, so there's just. Okay, so then this brings me back to synthetic long assets. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but this is something, when it pertains to Lou and stuff like that, I would also recommend you guys reading about synthetic long assets. This is a tactic that they use. Um, We'll do the summary. Synthetic positions, which include synthetic long assets, are created using a combination of financial instruments, typically options, to mirror the same investment as an underlying asset. Traders create synthetic long asset positions by buying at the money calls and then selling the same number of at the money puts, which we've seen numerous times between AMC and GameStop with different financial institutions. They've done this numerous times. Both the calls and the puts should have the same expiration date. Yes, that's happened numerous times. Just like a long stock position, synthetic long asset come with unlimited potential for profit or for loss. But yeah, I will put all these links also in the description of the YouTube so you guys can go through and kind of read through all these. Um, but this is definitely something to consider, right? So I will leave it at that. Let me read through chat real quick. Let's see. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. That's why Mark is trying to help. Okay, I already read that. Whatever money they lose from GME and AMC, they make elsewhere, most likely multiple times over. Exactly, Eddie. I posted some thoughts and what I gathered from the space call with Mark cohorts tonight in the Discord if you're interested. Sweet, thank you. What channel did you put that in, Lack Attack? Um, In my opinion, what we need is the SEC to do their job. Yeah, no, Pete, 100%, 100% Pete. SEC does need to do their job. Kenna tweeted it last night. Erox. Wait, what did I tweet out? Oh, the Discord. Okay. Market makers, hedge funds are making profits through poor man's covered calls. Also, market makers for 3% of their derivatives for those who pay premiums every deep of the market takeover. Yep, 100%. 100% Greenlaw. 100%. SEC is doing their job protecting hedge funds. Yes, they are. Um, Coffee. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to get into the coffee thing with like mochas, and it's going okay. I need to stop going to Starbucks though. That's the thing. I see the potential of NFTs only for those with deep pockets to offset the gas fees. That's what I'm saying. Like the gas fee alone. What happened? The gas fees would be ridiculous. I mean, market hours check. Okay. Um, the gas fees would be absolutely ridiculous, to say the least. Um, let's see. Like attack. All right. Where do I start? Like I said before, it was a shit show. No real legitimate informational question were asked. Most people were just attacking Mark when they got their chance to speak. It didn't even seem like most of them even knew what they were talking about. Really, the only thing that really got out of it is Mark isn't directly affiliated with T0. He's not a CEO or can't access any data. He's a holder of AMC. Apparently, in the early 2000s, New York Times wrote an article about him fighting against corruption or something in a different country. He brought up the idea to AA, and AA told him to stand down. He wasn't asked by AA to sign an NDA or anything, so I'm unsure of that. T0 used to be affiliated with Apex Clearing, but is no longer from what he says. That's kind of like a trust me bro thing. Um, I'm just saying. He gets attacked on his Twitter often. Seems to be friends with Terrible. And we'll be joining a space call on Twitter with her next. Take that however you will. I can't think too much else, honestly. It was just a clusterfuck. Didn't answer your question. Personally, in my opinion, I can't say for sure if his motives are truly to help movement because he clearly states he's not an ape. He's not sure there's actually synthetic shares. He thinks we've been waiting too long and that there's nothing that'll happen. I don't know if I trust him after all this. Found out AA literally counter bought shares that were sold by his employees in the beginning of this month. Oh, that's interesting. Alright. BullHouse, let's see. Me too, no Starbucks all week. So proud of myself. BullHouse, thank you, Kenner, for addressing all this. Nope, not a problem, Critter. Um, if SEC fix the market, it'll collapse because it's built on corruption. Yep. 100%. 100%. Mark says 1 to 7 weeks. Things will come out. I mean, okay, come on, guys. 1 to 7 weeks. Okay, break that down for me. In 1 to 7 weeks, if I told you guys, in 1 to 7 weeks, something will come out. I mean, I could be right on 100 different things. At 1 to 7 weeks, guys, there's going to be some big news about the market. In 1 to 7 weeks. I'm predicting it now. The market is ever changing. Things with companies are ever changing because of different, you know, partnerships or affiliates or anything. Like, there could be anything that happens in 1 to 7 weeks. Like, that. Here's a for instance. In 7 weeks, okay, in 1 week, we'll do this. In 1 week, a stock, we've seen stocks go from $5 to $50, right? It was 1 to 7 weeks for what he had planned. Okay, guys. Oh, 1 to 7 weeks. Guys, do you know what I can do in 7 weeks? You know what I can do in 1 week versus 7 weeks? That's a lot. That is a lot. I'm sorry. I take it for what you will. I don't know. If anyone in the Discord wants to come up, talk, speak your piece, anything you want to talk about, um, so far that we've covered, it would be great. I need to laugh after this craziness, right? No, 100%. I'm right there with you. I love needing to laugh. I will say this: we were going to talk about oil today. I haven't been able to research a lot of it, but Hambone has found this and tweeted it out that in Toledo, Oregon, an oil refinery burned. As U.S. taps into oil reserves, hoping to alleviate high gas prices. So um, there's that. We have more oil burning. Um, that's a long time from now. Yeah, 100%. Mark says he has more than the Stowe thing planned. Thanks for the live streaming. Of course, Pam. Of course. Um, I I'm sorry. Like I'm picturing 1 to 7 weeks. So in the next week, I'll say this, in the next week, I'm finishing up for December's issue of the magazine. I'm also trying to get stuff up on the website. And in in a 7 week time frame, that is two more magazines plus more information on the website, plus possibly, hopefully, getting something started with the social media if I can figure out a way to do it, or at least getting a game plan down for it. So 1 to 7 weeks, and the terms of productivity or releasing stuff or anything like that, like that is mind-boggling. That is mind-boggling. Forget the stock. Let's talk turkey. Heck yes, it's getting ready to be Thanksgiving. But yeah, so we have gas things going on. This one was funny. So this tweet that was here actually talked about Nancy Pelosi buying her $24 million home here in Florida. Um, but now that tweet has been deleted, so that made me laugh. And then we also have protests going on around the world. If you guys ever want like major global news, like Hambone is constantly just I don't know where he finds half of this stuff. He's been tweeting it out more and more, things that he finds. Um, and it's a great wealth of information that he provides us. And then he comes to me and talks to me about it and kind of fills me in when I can't get to this information. And so he also found this mall, Montgomery Mall, sells for 55 million in a foreclosure sale. So the malls, dying malls, uh, are just terrible. Um, the mortgage-backed commercial securities that he was talking about in February. We talked about that last night. How you called that back in February. And he's relaying back that there could be a big problem with liquidity in pension funds due to the assets and everything. So the loans were set to mature in the next year to year and a half. So that's basically all he's wanting to tell you guys. No Thanksgiving in Spain. Really? Oh, that's sad. I mean, you could have. I mean, isn't Thanksgiving kind of like a state of mind most of the time? Because I mean, not every country celebrates Thanksgiving at different times. Which okay, I will do this. This was actually really fun. Let me. Give me one sec, guys. So I will give you a little bit of a glimpse of the November magazine that I had done up. Um, because it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun researching this. Let me see if I can get to it. Oh wait, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I just read it. I think maybe I just read it. Maybe I didn't put it in the magazine. But yeah, like there's so many different time frames, like all throughout November, October, November. I want to say like August or something. Um, like Thanksgiving is celebrated at all these different times around the world, which I thought was really cool. Um, and I just absolutely loved learning about that. That there was just so many different Thanksgivings. I guess I didn't put it in there. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I did. Um, sorry, I'm like flipping through real quick, and it's been such a chaotic week. Um, oh yeah, I did put it in there. Okay, so here we go. Um, here we go. So I believe it's here. Yep. Oh, that was good. That was a good flip. All right, so we have a little fun facts for Thanksgiving. Um, so the U.S. fourth Thursday in November. Canada celebrates second Monday in October. Australia the last Wednesday of November. Brazil the fourth Thursday of November. Grenada October 25th. Liberia the first Thursday of November. The Netherlands the first Wednesday in November. Philippines the fourth Thursday in November. Rwanda first Friday in August. St. Lucia the first Monday in October. So these are all the different Thanksgivings that I really enjoyed that. So, um, but yeah, and then we have recipes. We had this planned 2 years ago. Oh wait, no problem. Bought a house on Jupiter Island in Florida, a playground for the uber wealthy. Yeah. Um, oh, Nancy Pelosi, MP. Never mind. Yes, yes, she did for like 24 million. Yeah, you should have stayed home in Florida, Pete. We had this planned 2 years ago, but thanks for COVID with her. Oh, that's so sad. Um, but yeah, so we had some recipes in here for you guys. Corn casserole, cranberry salad. And so that's where I wanted to also get some Christmas ones that people celebrate too. So if you can, but you don't have to. All right, let's see. We'll do this. Anyone in Discord want to come talk? I actually got through everything super, super fast today. I'm very proud. Um, Pete and I hope to see Spain someday. Oh, yes. That would be. I would love to see Spain, guys. That would be so. Wow, those pilgrims got around. It wasn't just the pilgrims, guys. Yeah, Thanksgiving is. It's definitely really cool. And so that's where I'm also. So for the December issue, I'm also doing like Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas. So if you guys have any other special holidays that you celebrate around that time, um, like your it is 100% her. It is 100% the truth of her, the wild child. Uh, but so yeah, we are. I'm full steam ahead trying to get that done. So if you have any kind of content that you would like added into the magazine, if you want to write for it or anything like that, um, please let me know. I am really wanting the magazine to be, community driven. So I think that would be really cool. Um, Other than that, I have nothing else if nobody else wants to say anything. I'm actually impressed. American Airlines would not extend our credits. Oh, that's so stupid. That is so stupid. All right, guys. So tomorrow we are going to. My daughter's 20. No, really? I didn't think you were old enough to have a 20-year-old daughter. That's crazy. Tomorrow we are going to be playing Tower Unite, which is a great game. Um, Everyone's welcome to come play because I don't know if my heart could handle another round of Phasmophobia with Kringle. I'm still kind of jittery after the ghost jumped out in front of me with him, so that was bad. That was absolutely terrible. But we had some good laughs. We had a lot of fun. You're in your 40s. Are you really? I guess that's really funny for me because we had our daughter when I was basically turning 30 that year. So even in my 40s, she still won't be 20. So, Lord. But yeah, we will be playing Tower Ignite. It has, if you guys want it, I will. I'm not sponsored or anything by them, but it's a great game. Just to kind of get through the holiday season and just kind of chill out if you're a gamer. There's like bowling and like we can all hang out in different groups. We can watch movies and things like that together. Kind of showing what I believe Nifty Ape Nation's metaverse will be like in a sense. That's the other thing I was going to talk about, but I didn't get a chance to research that. The whole Facebook metaverse thing. I am so sketched out with that thing. Um, okay, deleting. Oh, um, that's terrible. No. But yeah, anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 p.m. Maybe a little bit later, depending on whenever our daughter goes to bed, but we will be hanging out. So, everyone have a great Thanksgiving. I am very thankful for everybody that is in this community. You guys are absolutely amazing. So, enjoy your turkey or whatever you're having. I'll see you tomorrow.